Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome back to Prey. In particular, welcome to the Trauma Center. Looks like the aliens have been here first. And you can hear one thumping away in the background. Also another tell. The light is flashing. And sparking. Alright, so this is the security station. But right now I have other priorities. That being Garfield Langley. Luckily, he was standing right next to an explosive canister. So with one shot, I was able to deal a significant amount of damage. Anyway, where was I? Right, NSP. Supposedly for psychogenic fatigue, but they can also be used for something else. Oh, Bellamy isn't in the trauma center. He's in psychotronics. We'll need to go there to get his body. Swipe your tracking bracelet. Alright. So, the security station, you can use that to track people. But again, right now, I've got a thermal phantom to worry about. That's like a normal phantom, except it's powered by fire. Naturally, all the fire does nothing, and instead, it can set off all of these canisters and tubes full of flammable liquid. So we gotta be very careful how we deal with it. How can we deal with it? There's nothing else to fight with Mindjack. Oh, that could be useful. Nullify psionic abilities and deal damage. It can still punch me, but it can't bamf towards me, and it can't use fire against me, thus allowing me to destroy it quite easily. And why, yes, Typhon powers are overpowered. That's why there are penalties associated with getting a bunch of them. We haven't even seen all of the penalties yet. Oh, that's going to be fun when we do. Right, I got distracted away from the monitor, so I'll show you later. But yes, you can use that to individually track... Ah, yes. But before I talk about that, Hendrik de Vries. I don't have the keycard to get in. However, what I can... And of course, this shutter is too far down for me to get through. But there is something that could. Something like a coffee cup. Ah, crap. I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Yep, just a little jumping, and there we go. We are in. We have mimicked an item that was smaller than us in order to get in. By the way, if you were wondering... Man, that's a lot of cookies. Man, that's a lot of cookies. In his luggage. The game does, in fact, account for conservation of mass. The idea is that you are sort of trading places with an object in another dimension. Seems like that might be useful. Morgan Psych evals. Looks like Alex is asking for them. And it also says that I can get the details here in the Talos 1 lobby, but that's kind of a lie. Kind of not. We're definitely not going to get them anytime soon, that's for sure. Someone exposed to the inner containment area without proper protection. Something's wrong with him. Oh yes, and now that we're on this side, we can press the manual override button. That automatically and forever unlocks the door. Unless you press it again. It's rather Havana-like. Cuban cigars. You know, if Kennedy didn't die during his first term, then what else must have changed in this universe? But I've been distracted. I'll probably be distracted again. Huh. Oh, it's this. Answer new again. Oh no, it just jumped all the way to the end. Which is... looks like a butterfly made out of 2 brains. Interrogation techniques. Between that and the test, this must be the psychologist's office. And this must be the most recent sessions, including one with Morgan Yu, which was probably confiscated by Alex. A few other Rorschach tests.
Good morning, Talos. All personnel should report to their workstations for the day. If you expect to be absent for any reason, please inform your immediate supervisor.
Matthias Cole. Psychological risks. And this is why there's a permanent psychologist attached to the station. It's because being trapped on a station in the middle of space can be very psychologically taxing. Oh, new keycode. For the quarantine subject again. Alright, let's hear what these people have to say.
Tell me about the dream. The dream. Yes. It's always in my lab, and I'm standing in front of the glass. Are you alone? Yes. What do you see in the glass? Nothing. At first. I don't want to turn it on, but I can't help it. I have to turn it on. When I do, it's like the heart of a black hole, an immense darkness. There's something swimming in the black. I catch glimpses, edges of the shape. I feel as though it wants to come through onto my side. I have to turn off the glass before it sees me, but I always wake before I can.
What does it look like? The shape in the glass?
Nothing.
Does it look like this image here? Dr. Calvino, does it look like this?
No, that's... No, I don't...
Are you sure?
Where did you get that drawing? Have you been spying on me? I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Did everyone on the station know about the Typhon? Definitely sounds like some of them did, but on the other hand, you got Calvino here.
Sarai, come in.
It's Sarah, but you can call me Chief Elazar. Matt.
Matthias, please. Forgive me, but your name is Sarai in the file.
We've been over this. My mother Americanized it. Will we be spending the next 59 minutes like this? Because we could cut it short right now.
We've discussed your mother. I thought perhaps today we could speak more about the career choices that were born of that.
Serving in the military wasn't an excuse to get away from her nagging, Matt. I was just restless.
And you're better now? Not restless?
I'm fine.
Because your last tour of duty was the evacuation, and reports from there...
I saved as many as I could. For every soldier we lost, we were able to save 100 civilians.
Yes. Tragic. Still, to lose soldiers under your command...
The cost was worth it, both in lives and the unification of the region.
taking on a losing battle like that. Fighting, not enemy troops, but the equivalent of a natural disaster.
It wasn't natural, it was man-made. It prepared me for here, Dr. Cole. Because this station, it's the same thing, a disaster waiting to happen. We are well-trained and poorly equipped. The research is dangerous. Keeping secrets secret is dangerous. I'm sure you would agree.
Broken medical operator. So, operators in this game are pretty helpful. Depending on the type of operator you find, it can restore different one...
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer. All systems operational. Thank you. Diagnosing. No trauma or illnesses detected. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you, unless you're interested in medical trivia or a joke.
You have a joke?
Aristotle believed the heart was the center of human thought and intelligence.
That's just trivia.
Your brain generates about as much energy as a small light bulb, even when sleeping. All of my anatomy and procedure files are up to date. Most physical trauma is caused by preventable negligence.
Any jokes?
Did you know the human body can survive for 30 minutes without a blood supply? Not really. I made that up. Was that funny? I'm programmed to optimize my bedside manner by trial and error. I'm a Pyramid 490 medical class operator.
Alright, I guess that's the best we're getting out of him. But yeah, operators can restore health, your suit, or your psionics. Psystat.
These psych evals are a waste of time.
A waste of time. Like back on Earth?
That was different.
Was it? Anger, issues with authority. A year of counseling doesn't sound like a trivial matter.
Those files were supposed to be closed.
Are you angry?
I'm getting there.
Any new relationships?
No.
I thought you and Miss Foy, the sanitation engineer, were seen together.
She's a sanitation boss, and we're not in a relationship. Not anymore.
Ah. And this separation, did it involve anger? Issues with authority?
Screw this! I'm done. Report me to the U's, I don't care. They're putting the station at risk just like TranStar North and just like on Earth's side. You assholes will bury it with your psych eval bullshit. And another thing.
Damn. White noise. Some ranting against how white noise prevents you from taking neuromods. Apparently it's also a degenerative disease. Nervous disease, naturally. Which also has its own, implications. The disease, I forget the exact name, but it comes up later. White noise is just the nickname. But, it may be linked to neuromod use, or it may be something that prevents you from ever using neuromods, or even having your mind recorded for neuromod use. Paraplexis, that's it. And yes, apparently someone on board has paraplexis, even though they shouldn't, because everybody should be able to take neuromods so that TranStar can wipe your memory once you quit, or leave the company otherwise. And, apparently Alex doesn't know for sure either, and he's kind of irritated about that fact. But it also happens to be Michaelia, the person who seems to be a love interest for Morgan, or at least was, at some point in the past. Also, I have to ask, I know that the trauma center would be full of unusual chemicals, but why are there so many damn explosive canisters in here? That just seems like a hazard. A disaster waiting to happen. That certainly didn't help with a,
Requesting new operator.
Oh yeah. So if there are no operators in the area, or if one of them gets destroyed...
TranStar Pyramid
maybe I can help you.
490 medical class operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
One of these guys can just shoot one out. Another Psych hypo. Oh, here's quarantine, and... well, apparently Trevor here is mind-controlled. Now, we do want to get in here. Trevor Young. We do want to get in here, but we don't want to kill poor Trevor. So we're going to zap him. With this here zappy gun. There we go. Safely unconscious. And the reason we want to get in here is because he's scratched DeVry's code for his safe into the wall. 7374 or 7324. Also, apparently a lot of people have been scratching tally marks into the walls. That or it's a repeating texture.
Nice to see you.
Maybe both. But yeah, here we go. Now I could have hacked this, but I didn't have to. More neuromods. Alright. Oh, damn, 10 neuromods. What can I buy with that? Well, fear resistance for one. Alright, that leaves me with 5. Yeah, why not? I'm going to be using more neuromods on this run. So now I get twice as much psi from each hypo. But yeah, security station, I will be getting back to that. It is important, and I will show off how you use it, in fact. But that will be later. Oh dear. Alright, did you see my health bar just now? There was that little green portion. That was the regenerating health. And that showed up the first time I got hit, but it lowered down each time I got hit subsequently, several times.
Good morning, Talos. Our resident counselor, Dr. Cole, would like to encourage anyone experiencing symptoms of disturbed sleep, chronic stress, or anxiety to schedule an appointment in the trauma center.
Alright, at least one of these chairs is a mimic. Gotcha. Oh man. A lot of cabinets in the break room, but not that much food. I mean, some food, sure, but not that much. Dirt skiff. Poor Octavia.
Are you on your way?
On my way where?
Octavia, didn't you see the alert? We're supposed to muster.
Listen, it's really sweet that you're worried about me, but we've had alerts before, and I've got 3 more of these glorified vacuum cleaners to fix before my shift is over. Oh, make that 4. Someone dropped off another. God, these things are junk.
I don't think this is a drill, Octavia. I'm sending you the code. Please, come to the escape pods right now.
But she didn't. And that bonus dirt skiff was probably a mimic. The mimic that killed her. Talking about the art here on Talos Station. About how all of those installations out in the main lobby area are commissioned artwork. No, I heard that. Got him. Oh, that's the same thing. Oh, you're a jumpy little bastard, aren't you? Not jumpy enough. Sorry about that last wrench there, Randolph. Alright, let's dump all my stuff I don't need. And yeah, the bolt caster will not be getting a number. It is useful, but it's not useful enough to use one of my hotkeys. Let's see here. Oh man, I could use a repair on this guy. But hey, at my skill level, each spare part is worth 50%. And here's the upgrade list. Different weapons have different things you can upgrade, and 2 different levels. Like, for instance, the pistol, you can't really upgrade the damage that much. It's more about getting as many bullets out as fast as possible. Oh. Nice rack for the pool stuff. One of the keys is missing. And there's the door that I can't get through. Except that I could, if I brought a small object up to the door, turned into that, and then just sort of rolled underneath those, the jammed door. But as for this door, I can get through fairly easily, since it's a level 1 hack. This is the IT security room, and those are signs of phantoms. Oh damn, there's 2 of them, in fact. But hey, that gives me an idea. No, not Psychoshock. Mind Jack. These are biological. Now fight for my amusement. And let me get Psychoshock ready again for the... Oh. Oh, you thought I was the problem, did you? Nope. My new buddy was. Until I murdered him. You know, I'm seeing these reployers everywhere, but I'm not quite sure what they're for. That definitely saved me a lot of ammunition just now. 2 mimics for 2 uses of psychic powers. And a new chipset. Oh, sure. And a key card for the security office. That's nice. Oh, and here, fun fact, IT storage cannot get in there. There is one specific circumstance that will let you get in through the IT security storage room. But that is only available on a Murder Everybody run. Haven't hacked that turret yet. I'll have to deal with that. But first of all, let's explore through the roof here. Come on. Oh, damn it. There we go. Alright, this looks like some sort of surface area here. Can't get in through there. Oh, Jesus! Wasn't that a whole damn table? But yes, the one space behind my looking glass leads here. And so we never got through that door, but now we never have to. We've seen both sides. They were mostly uninteresting. Still, might as well have some fun up here. Looks like there's a lot of stuff I can climb up on. But again, none of it lets me go anywhere or find anything. Sales division. Wasn't I in there before? Yeah, I was. That was the Japanese named Phantoms up there. And hey, I can get into human resources by moving the heavy stuff they used to blockade it. By the way, interesting note. You can use leverage items the next level down to move leverage items heavier than you can normally move. By that I mean, if you pick up a leverage 1 item and throw it at a leverage 2 item, you will knock the leverage 2 item aside. And you can do the same thing by picking up leverage 2 items and throwing them at leverage 3 items. So technically, you don't really need to get leverage 3 in order to access hidden areas. On the other hand, if you throw leverage 3 items at, say, this mimic, you will murder the crap out of it. DFA. Wait. Death from above? I got the Mario stomp. I guess this was going to be outgoing mail. That just wasn't sent yet. And they've got a valuable pilot called Hunter Hale. And some sort of thief. Or accusation of thievery that was forwarded to Human Resources. As it should be, really. Man, that's a weird bit of art right there. By the way, did you notice that everybody around here smokes? Yeah, there are ashtrays everywhere, ads for cigars, old cigars that we're throwing into the recyclers. Yeah. Apparently society just hasn't really updated since the 1950s in a lot of ways. Or would it be the 60s? Somewhere around there. Maybe a little both. Either way, this game is being very consciously, damn it. Very consciously anachronistic. And something else you might have noticed is that there are explicit... Oh shit. I forgot there were 2 of them. There are explicit no smoking signs in the trauma center. Which, in normal circumstances, well, in today's circumstances, I should say, those signs aren't there because they don't need to be there. The entire hospital is a no-smoking facility. Anyway, so how do I get past that turret without it shooting me up even more? Ah, damn it, it's not bulletproof glass. Well, there is one way to get behind it. Pretty quickly, in fact. Damn it. Oh, and it's shooting at something. Hang on. Was that me, actually? Did I leave some sort of after image behind me that it was shooting at? I think that's exactly what it was. I should just specify, I have not played with the Typhon upgrades very much. I'm very much a human upgrades kind of guy. Alright, apparently we can't get into the shuttle bay. But at least we've pacified the turrets. And that's the security station back there. I can turn into a small object and get back there, but I have got the key card now. And Bad place to mimic there, guy. Gotta say, real bad place. Another trauma center card. By, looks like the reception desk. Suppose that makes sense.
Good morning, Talos. Warning. Tampering with administrative controls on workstations or keypads may result in electric shock. If you're having trouble accessing a system, please send a help alert to security.
Yeah, the game doesn't really have an alert system, so that's what happens when you fail. The system just zaps you. So, this leads into the security center. Sure enough, the door is locked. We can do something about that, but there are other ways inside. Ways that you don't even need psychic powers to use. Yep, and in we go. Oh, this is Sarah Elazar's station. And this is her shotgun. Haha. The Orit. Yeah, I'm not an expert on Jewish or Hebrew names, but I'm pretty sure Sarah Elazar is former Israeli, or current Israeli. She's been through America, apparently, but Mikaela Ilyushin is on the watch list. Alex Yu is missing a key card, and he's told Sarah that it is her new #1 priority. And apparently she was involved with the evacuation, and based on context clues, it seems to have happened somewhere in the Middle East. And it's not explicit, but I get the feeling that it may have something to do with Typhon. Like, none of this realized this fact. It was kept very close secret, but it involved a lot of soldiers running into danger and shooting at things. And it involved using recycler charges that apparently hit some planes at some point. Because it talks about how a plane just blew up into a bunch of confetti, which is what these boys do. It's like a recycler, but you throw it at people, and it blows them up into tiny bits of usable matter. Null wave transmitter. This is like the psychic ability I use that disables psychic powers. And yeah, you can place them on walls and other solid objects. And then this little buddy here is an EMP charge. Like it says, effective against robots and other mechanical targets. Now when it says that, it does not actually do damage the way the taser gun does. Yeah, I'm just setting the numbers here. That should do. Get it all nice and sorted. Yeah, that's where I like it. No more weapons here. Oh, a weapon upgrade kit. So, let's, first we'll repair this. And then we'll upgrade it. You can see the shotgun can get a lot of firepower upgrades. Now, if I did not have any of the upgraded abilities, I would only be able to upgrade each statistic once. Aha, the area map. I could have gotten this from the security station in the trauma center as well. But also, you can track people's locations by their tracking bracelets through the security stations. Looks like Nils is in a bit of trouble in the shuttle bay. Actually, a lot of trouble. There's no oxygen in the shuttle bay. And, it looks like lobby security is not too pleased about how, Elias Black? Fatal Fortress character, Captain Stabfellow. very low intelligence. Oh, yep, there we go. And that's where that leads. Nice security cameras. Can't do anything about that, but it doesn't matter because the Typhon don't use the security system. That's why it's a non-factor, by the way. Oh dear. Oh, double dear. But hey, shotgun. Pretty effective. And yes, this is a security guard who was in the Neuromod division when Dr. Bellamy was assaulted and killed. He was placed here in this cell for questioning. But sadly, they did not get back to him before the incident ballooned out of control. Oh, a TranStar exhibit. What's this all about? It's a small museum for visitors to enjoy. Yep, the evacuation. Damn, that looks painful. Early space equipment by the Axiom program, which I'm pretty sure is a fake program. And this is the ship, or the station that we're in. This incredibly tall vertical station. Oh hey, another real neuromod in the display. Wonder if January had anything to do with that. Oh, but the psychoscope is missing. Yeah, not supposed to have that quite yet. Oh. Hello there, JFK with peppered hair. That salt and pepper hair. Died in 2031? He lived a long, full life. He's even got a picture of this station behind him on the wall. Talos 1. Fun fact about Talos. Oh, but here's some narration.
1963. A top-secret Cold War negotiation culminates with Americans and Soviets working together on a research facility named Kletka. Kletka, Russian for cage, produces the skeleton and core emergency systems of what will one day become Talos 1. 1964. After the attempted assassination of Kennedy and Khrushchev's departure, the U.S. pays for the rights to use Kletka as a testing facility. This period, known as Project Axiom, leads to many advancements in next-generation materials and bioscience fundamental to neural modification.
When are they doing neural stuff in space?
1980 to 1994. Geopolitical developments result in a temporary hold on Project Axiom. After the unfortunate Pobeg incident, in which 2 research scientists lose their lives, the Kletka facility is decommissioned and cleaned. 2025. The TranStar Board of Directors is established. TranStar purchases and privatizes the Kletka facility with a focus on safety and state-of-the-art upgrades. 2030. Talos 1 becomes fully operational, representing a monument of private space industry. The first neuromod is released, allowing for dramatic enhancement to the human mind and body.
So, Kletka is a complete fabrication. And as such, the divergence point was actually before Kennedy's attempted assassination. Looks like the sun's on the other side now. Wonder if I can get down there. I missed that one cigar. Oh well, it's just a cigar. I got this one. Hey, sure enough, I can run around down here. And this gives me an opportunity to mention that the security stations allow you to pick individual tracking bracelets to track, so that you can hunt down the bodies of all the people on Talos 1. This is good for an achievement, and also because every person on Talos 1 has something on their bodies worth taking. Also, something else I was mentioning, this is the Psycho division. And, yeah, I cannot get in through here. I cannot hop in through this window, even by mimicking. However, I can hit the release button with my Nerf gun. Sadly, I cannot continue on into Psychotronics. That's the name. But I can hack this safe. Yes, the other thing I was going to mention is that Talos is the name of the guardian that protected Crete from invaders. Aside from that, it was also considered a mechanical man made out of brass or bronze. Apparently, Elias is not the best Dungeons & Dragons player. Not the nicest one, at least. Here's this other security station, I guess. And looks like someone was going to tell him about Yuri Kimura's smuggled neuromods. But yes, as a mechanical man, Talos had one weakness, which was its ankle. That if you pulled a plug out of its ankle, all of its motivational essence would just leak out, and it would collapse to the ground dead. Which is what happened when Jason and the Argonauts passed through. Oh. Not taking any shit from you. Yeah. Well, I got more to explore, but sadly I'm all out of recording space on my hard drive. So I guess I'll see you next time.